Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LTA 2025 matchup.
And we are going to be seeing exactly what they can get done here, as a flash already forced here mid lane. It's a trade of flashes there, as Ackerman did go aggressive in towards APA, but Umty's in the area. Now Ackerman, level 2, is going to be in some trouble. Wind becomes lightning. Ackerman has no flash, no way out.
Just kidding. I prefer the other side.
For Umty. First blood.
So they are going to back off. But the more poke damage, like you still have the pressure. You're still playing for plates, using that grub buff, poking down Bertle. And even with Elise here covering, more turret plate money earned for Team Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, Bertle hasn't been able to even step forward for any of the CS until Ackerman arrives and gets him some of it with the Targons, just support executing these items. Trying to get as much gold as he possibly, and we'll see what they can get out.
Look at the rotation too. They even sent Ziggs bottom lane. So not only are they not contesting, but they're going to delete a tower. I actually really like that call because you already get your 4 grub bonus, so you get to spawn your extra Void Might. Feats of strength, they're like, not quite as big of a deal, and so
and they get first
back to spawn there. I like the sentiment. Impact though.
Impact's got to be a bit careful here. He has overheated. Will he have to flash? He does have to flash back out to safety. Jose's coming though, and they can actually look for a dive here. Core's on the way. Will Core drop the ultimate to try to get in here? There's the flash forward from Jose. No chance to respond. Core's ulting into the bot lane. Well, they're going to look for a dive on the top lane. Bertle trying to dash away to safety. Ackerman is here. Dashes back to the tower. They're going to change it over onto Ackerman, but at the same time, APA's in a lot of trouble. APA gets hit by the Chains of Corruption, does get knocked down, not before Yon gets a kill with the True Shot Barrage, but it's a double at the end of the day for Snacker. And you can see Miro did die on that bot side, but so did Impact. A bloody battle. Exactly. And this was that earlier play. We saw Core ulting in, and just in the picture-in-picture was able to get that kill onto Miru. So it was a trade on the bot side, but obviously going positive for Isurus Estral on the top side. Ziggs able to get up towards that top lane tower and take that. Well, TL are taking this dragon. We'll see if Isurus Estral can get in, try to contest. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to. They're just trying to move towards mid, but APA's already made the move down from top after he killed that tower. He's going to be able to protect this no problem, and you can see the poke already getting pretty annoying. You do have those first items that have been in for a while for TL, and especially for someone like Ackerman, you get hit by one bomb, one Ezreal Q, you are really low already.
Yeah, and the Ziggs tower destruction led to a lot of this gold lead as well. Being able to have that handy W for execution allow them to make that rotation down to bot side where it was already weak from the lane swap. But TL now sights set on mid lane, which has been chunked to 50% as well.
Yeah, they are moving forward. Cocoon is going to connect, as is the Chains of Corruption. But there's the ulti traded out. APA able to chunk Snacker very low. Jose now in the area. They really want to defend this. They were buying time for Bertle on the top.
When your team is committing to a topside objective like the Rift Herald, don't want to leave yourself out as that possible cross-map play to the opponents. Still looks like eventually the Siege here will take down that mid turret. Don't even have to have APA fully there, just walks on over to make sure they can finish up that siege, and they do achieve their goal here for Team Liquid all out. Zin's out with no flash is a viable pick target.
Bertle going to be face checking APA. We'll see if he's going to be in trouble. Nice satchel back. The ultimate's going to get used, but Bertle just dashes aggressively. In comes the teleport now as well from Impact, and Core has arrived. Public execution gets used on Core. Bertle on the run. Ackerman is here, as is Miro. There's the teleport in. Miro trying to finish him off. Whiffs though on the ulti. Now comes the Rumble Equalizer over the top. Impact going to be able to trade one back. It looks like the fight will dissipate for a little bit. The tower though is low. He's going to be looking for the Cocoon. Can he find it? No. Impact great sidestep, but Jose and Snacker are here. They may want to look for the dive. The ulti connects, as does the piercing arrow right through the heart. Isurus Estral get another kill on the bot side.
Huge punish there. That's big for them. Jose glides in on this Sejuani. They get the extra kill plus the tower. Huge stuff. A lot of gold going their way. Recall even goes off in time. We had the Ezreal and the Pantheon kind of rotation on over, but really good push here from Isurus Estral. Teleport from Miro. He invested his flash there, going for APA, who also used the flash trying to evade it, and all of that was before the dragon comes up. So lots of cooldowns invested in this play. Does mean that it is going to be started up immediately here by Team Liquid. Umty has his ultimate for safety on the Xin. They're trying to burn it down.
Yeah, APA is just trying to hold mid. We'll see if he's going to be able to do it. And they are going to be able to get the kill there. Is there a play mid? Doesn't look like it, as APA Just use the Mega Inferno Bomb there to clear out the wave.
Yep. All right, good chunk of gold back the way of Isurus Estral, but TL's on reset, still getting their objective. Let's see if this siege on outer tower goes well for them.
It's just so hard when Ziggs is there. The kind of poke coming through here from Snacker, but of course, there's still the possibility of 100-0 plays. Up on top side, though, the public execution gets APA, and APA has no way out. Bortles going to grab him alongside Ackerman. Great play from them on the top side.
Yeah, look at that. Control it up through Tri-Brush. Ward, Pantheon down there with 2 kills for himself.
Yep.
And his heart steal is completed, so he gets to get that really visceral feeling of stacking up. Mid tower should just go down here, though, preemptively. And with all of them, all right, it's dropping pretty quick. Does regain a tiny bit of health there on the AoE, but yeah, that thing should just get burned.
Yeah, that's a costly
Can they get the fight afterwards, though? With the buff, if they could not pick anyone.
Bertle's going to be looking here for Impact, so it might be the fight that they want, but Impact looks like he's just going to be dead already. Does connect with the wind, becomes lightning, but no fight to be had there, especially because Impact has a 15-second respawn and used his teleport to get it.
Dragon. Yep, number 3 for themselves. You can see it's, again, this Elise plus Ambessa combo up here, constantly fishing around. Jose doesn't want to give it to him for free, so at least when I try and steal.
Okay, well, they have a ward, in that brush, so that wasn't spotted. He's going to go in. He does not get it. It was down to 52 health, very close. didn't even get the rush there or something. So I'm not sure.
Personally, I like the gold standard of Cleaver when there's a Sejuani on the enemy team.
Teleport coming in. Impact is fighting Bertle on the top side, but it's TL that are going to have the reinforcements coming in faster. They have the Otacon GAs. They were trying to take out Impact, but they're not quite able to do it just yet. APA, though, in some trouble, cutting back into that corridor. Miro is here. In comes going to be looking to help them out. Yon arriving as well, but he's going to get poked away on by Snacker. Impact goes down to the bot side, but at the top side, Ambess is already dead, and now it's going to be another joining, and Miro is down as well. It's 2 kills there for TL. The one will stick because Impact is the one who falls, and he's the only one who didn't have the GA.
Still chasing on with a couple of those GAs still available for Yon, Core JJ, and Umpty.
Yeah, Snacker making it difficult for them to close the gap. Ackerman as well hits a cocoon over the wall. They're trying to keep this pressure on. TL wants a committed fight.
You've got plenty of max health damage and burn and everything.
It seems
so. He's like, he wants to get on a squishy.
Snacker in trouble here. He did flash, but it's a flash follow there from Core. It's a big shutdown for APA, and can they go for more? That hex play, I mean, it's going to be strong. Maybe he has no flash. He does have the smite. Can he get vision and can he get into the pit? Impact trying to zone them off on the side. They have eyes on Jose Diodo now, and you can see the and Yon trying to poke away on him on the side. Ackerman now down low here, looking to trade damage back and forth. Core has hex flash over the wall, and he's going to be going for him, but it's Bertle in on APA. APA tries to flash to safety, but he's still getting hit by the Baron. And now in comes Jose Diodo. Will he commit to this play? The Baron's getting incredibly low, and Jose can't find a way to get there. It's going to be the Baron for TL, but will it be the fight for IE? Jose's trying to keep them close, trying to keep them interested, looking to buy time for Snacker and Miro to get back, but it just isn't going to happen.
Intense game of Ring Around the Rosie, Isaac. Yeah, it's getting to be a little bit painful. The extra items come in. Also, you see how deep the vision is? They're going for a pick.
Miro in trouble, but he's going to sweep them both back into that tower. Can they actually knock him down? Core trying to finish him off, does get the kill, but Core's going to fall now as a payment. Do they go for more? It doesn't look like it. They'll just focus on this tower here. Yon briefly pulled aggro, but will be able to finish it off. It's a tier 2 and a 1-for-1 in kills, but TL will keep the push going. Mid lane, it's going to be Impact and Bertle kind of battling it out over there. Snacker getting pushed back as he's here by himself. Has to pay respect to APA and Yon, who have so much damage, especially against those towers. They are just blasting through that, and Yon now, with the Bloodthirster complete for a while, can just shrug off any and all poke that Snacker can really go for.
Yeah, he's just outgunned in poke. APA and Yon's poke is better. Umpty goes back in. There's a little friendly banter there as they take away the red buff. Dragon going to be spawning in. All right, Dragon Soul on the table very shortly. They want to go for the fight first.
Yeah, we'll see Umpty laying in wait here. Snacker is trying to walk up through mid lane. Was not spotted, but is still chunked a little bit low, and it's going to be very difficult if you're already missing health to ever get in here against the Ezreal and the Ziggs. TL already on the Dragon. Impact trying to zone Jose away as Core's threatening there with the Hex Flash. It's just going to be an uncontested soul here going to Team Liquid, as we are going to see Isurus Estral trying to kite out to that mid lane. Snacker in a lot of trouble, gets hit by the ultimates, and it's going to get burned down by APA. Core JJ not even needed. The ulti comes in just for style points, and Team Liquid are on the march here, looking to put the finishing touches on this one.
I mean, Jose is pinging to go cut the wave at the moment, so I think he's going to be able to get that wave. Nobody else there is going to contest.
And this is where Ocean Soul becomes so valuable in these extended skirmishes. You just constantly are healing back up over and over and over. Jose trying to clear this out. They're going to TP in. Miru, the Azir's coming in. We'll see if they can make their final stand right here, right now. The ulti does connect, but it's only on Umpty, and it's way too early. Cocoon going to land. There's the public execution. Bertle is in the back line, but Bertle isn't getting enough done. Miru trying to survive, goes into the stasis. They got the kill on the core. First one goes the way of IE, but it is TL battling back. Bertle barely surviving. Another Cocoon going to land on Umpty. He's tanking up that tower. Impact trying to get around behind him. Going to look with the equalizer. Does get it, and he knocks down Bertle, cooked up in his own base, and Snacker is zoned off. He can't actually retreat through that, so Snacker is in trouble. He's going to get back to the base with Ackerman, but it's just going to be 3 members here trying to hold strong against the TL push.
Yeah, and it's going to be very difficult because the Ziggs is coming for those turrets. They keep up the siege. Minion waves go down. They're farming mid and top side at the same time, so both will push, but Umpty is low. Yeah,
Umpty is very low. Ackerman went forward with the Proto Belt there. Nearly was able to take him down. It looks like IE have held on for now. Snacker narrowly dodges the Ezreal ulti there, is going to be able to survive in the base, and Umpty will get back to base.
Go for the Elise, and a good repel from Ackerman over to the Blast Cone, but the Baron is on the map, and the Baron is going down.
Yeah, and Jose now going to be targeted here. There might not be enough damage to kill him, but they just need to keep him away because they're 2-minning that Baron, and with the Ocean Soul, you take no damage from it whatsoever. Jan is crushing this thing. In comes Impact. That's not even going to be able to be possible to be contested. There's a Banshees on APA. Cleanse is ready for Jan, so even Jose Diota looking with the ulti is not that effective unless they could poke off his Banshees first and try to find some sort of an angle on APA, but they are going to be able to get it off. Public execution, though, is sidestep. Core going to go back in here, trying to trade some damage onto Bertle, but he is overestimating his strength there. Going to get cocooned up and knocked down by Ackerman. Umpty's still pushing in mid. They did at least claim the inhibitor here, and it's going to be 1 kill back, but TL still on the push.
All right, let's see. Camping on control ward here. I don't think anyone from Isurus Estral would venture out into that darkness, but TL waiting around for it, still keeping up the siege with their Baron buff. This is the last minion wave they're going to have it for, though, so not a lot done here. Just a couple more scratches on the mid lane tower.
It's going to be all about Elder, and this is one of those great equalizers. If you can survive in a game, even if you're behind, if you can take that Elder and win a fight, you never know what can happen. So we'll see if Team Liquid even give them a shot at it. Pings
fairly
over
quickly, though, especially once APA and the rest of TL join. Yep,
yeah, it's gone.
There's no way to steal that one now. Jose trying to get in there, and Jan firing off a couple extra Mystic shots now with the execution buff. Core goes for it.
Yeah, he's going to be ulting in. We can see Jose is going to be able to get out. Oh, the equalizer gets dropped down, but it's not going to be enough. Even the repel cannot keep you safe from impact. Gets him with the burn there from the Elder Dragon, and now APA heading down towards that bot side. TL want any fight that they can take. They've already knocked down the top inhib, they've already knocked down the bot inhib, and they're looking to add the mid one to that collection. Umpty pushing forward, APA escorting in these supers, and it's going to have to be a last stand here, but there's no way they can wait out this Elder Dragon. They're already closing in on the Nexus.
Yeah, no way they can get away from this siege. Top inhibitor respawns, but it's going to immediately go back down as well. TL closing in.
Yeah, TL are closing in. We'll see how long these towers can stand. They've cleared out one wave. Impact on the side fighting Bertle. Bertle doing all right in that 1v1, but it's Jose Diota sent back to base. It's a Nexus turrets falling, and it's Team Liquid getting closer and closer to taking this game number 1. A couple more autos will do it, and they're going to claim the first.
Is going to be really interesting.
He's gotten a lot of early XP. He has the biscuit, has already popped a potion to try to keep his health high, and Bertle tried to get back to tower. We're going to see if he's going to be able to survive here. He's got no flash. He's trying to survive with the W. Eats some oranges, stays alive, gets first blood on Core, who took 1 turret shot too many. They're going to look for the redive. Can they make it happen this time? Bertle going to get knocked down. Does Umpty fall? Just barely survives. Jan gets the kill, but Bertle's going to be happy. The action not over. Mireo going mid for APA. Can't quite finish him with the pullback on the Q. He stays alive. Impact on the bot side, hits level 3. A really good start here for Isurus Estral.
Honestly, that was really good positioning from Bertle. He walks up just far enough from the turret so that Core JJ's charge does not actually touch with the turret.
No way you're pulling off this dive.
Yeah, they're taking a lot of extra damage here. The TL duo at this tower. Bertle dancing around under there is going to be avoid.
Vault Breaker charging up. Are they going to go for it? Here comes the ulti in on APA, but he's just sliding out to safety. Nicely timed there from APA, but he cannot connect on that seismic shove. Now coming. Are they going to be able to find him? Stuns him into the wall and going to be able to knock him down. A beautifully timed Weaver's Wall there from APA.
Because APA was expecting that as they're moving up. He thinks they're going to dive him. Bottom side Bertle still taking more and more damage down here. Poked under tower, but doesn't get knocked up.
Yeah, Core going to be taking this up. Can he actually survive? Bertle tries to flash out of there. Can't survive. Jan able to knock him down. TL coming up, if you will.
We're debating who's going to get it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Love the chat as well. APA goes, you love me? It's a bit.
Maybe a bit less now after that play.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever actually seen that exact interaction, until you all timed that well. Was really, really nice to see. Now looking down on the bot side. Mirio does give him the angle to get the stun, but is tanking this tower up. He might go down to this last shot. It's going to be a flashboard from Mirio. Gets the kill. Going to be trying to dodge around from APA. Can he make it happen in the 1v2? He cannot, but he gets a kill. Really nice play there, and that's going to get them a bit of momentum, a bit of confidence.
Slow pushing up. The duo is here.
Yeah, those oranges looking juicy. They're going to see if they're going to knock down Bertle. They're able to get the kill. Impact survives. Low health, low mana. Doesn't even matter. They do get the cleanse out. It always feels like IE's a little bit late to the play. You need the support to actually move and try to cover in some of these situations. But APA going to be battling here against Mirio, trying to clear out that wave and get the tower on him. Can't quite do it. Mirio trying to run, but he has no flash. And this is going to be a tough escape here. But APA taking some damage back. APA flashing forward. Does get the kill. Nice seismic shove on Ackerman. Going to try to survive here, but in comes Jose. Jose trying to look to finish off this kill. Can't actually go for it because of the W there from Poppy. The GP ulti has to get used. Does get the shutdown onto APA, so Bertle is going to get paid at the end of the day.
That's a big money, but there's no smite close.
Oh, don't lose it to Bertle. Don't lose it to Bertle. Okay, that was actually making me pretty nervous. Bertle, though, going to get knocked up. Has the barrels down, but he has walked way too far out with no one anywhere close to him on the map except TL members, and he finds out the bad news. 4 of them collapsed.
To grab the turret for themselves as well, so both side lane turrets taken care of to open up a lot of room for Team Liquid to work with, and the gold lead that they wield is going to be substantial. You would think that then third dragon will be where they set up and try and put a stop to that dragon stacking. But here we go, Impact going in.
Yeah, going back in with the Counter-Strike. Does have 3 stacks of that Braum passive, and in goes Jose trying to help finish him off. The Ash Arrow comes through, doesn't actually connect on Impact, but I don't think it matters. Jose going to be able to knock him down. IE make a play on the bot side.
Okay, let's see. What can they do with the numbers advantage now? Ash Arrow invested and Vi ultimate, so just a little counter jungling on the way out. Actually going to leave it because doesn't want to overstay and mess up tempo here. A little bit worried about what APA can do on the Taliyah. By the way, APA's champion, he very clearly, is just so comfortable on it.
Oh, Impact is chasing because Jan is actually on the move up here. And remember, Bertle has no tower, so this is going to be tough for him to survive. Landing all of these barrels, though, onto Impact. He's got to turn and fight. Doesn't necessarily know it. And Jan, though, is he going to get the plasma applied? In goes the killer instinct, and now Bertle in so much trouble. Drops the ulti. The Cannon Barrage comes down, but can Jose make anything happen? Because he's missing an ultimate of his own. Trying to threaten with the Q. Knows he can't make it happen in the 1v2. It's a good shot.
A little bit of jungle defense going on here.
Mirio coming in. We're going to see if they can actually catch One more stack of the passive would stun him up, but they didn't get that final auto. Core doing a good job peeling him up, charming him up as best as he possibly can, but now he is stunned. Going to have to dash out to safety. Looking, threatening with the ulti, but both teams will on the side going to be threatening We'll see who engages first here. Bertle going to get spotted out, but Mirio is coming in. Nice little chunk there onto Core, trying to soften him up for potential hard engage here. Ackerman able to sidestep another seismic shove. Trying to dip, dodge, and dive, trying to get out of there. Good W, keeps him safe for now. In comes the Weaver's Wall. APA, though, kind of split from the team, and APA in an awkward spot, going to get tagged by the Ash ulti, and he's in a lot of trouble, but he flashes out to safety. And Impact into the backline. They've killed off Mirio, but it's now Impact isolated from the rest of the squad. He's going to get knocked down as well. It's TL losing 1, and it's 1 on the other side, but in goes them on to Jose Diodo. A great engage from Core, and the follow-up was there from APA, and Jan gets another kill, but now Ackerman knocking him up. APA has no flash this time and no way out. IE went out in the fight at the end of the day. It's 2 for 2, but they have the health bars.
Yeah, it's getting scrappy here, and they're going to be able to push in with those health bars, the extra little advantage. Even have the Demolish to try and burst through it. Gets very, very low, but Dragon spawning in 27 seconds, so taking some recalls here to reset to quite possibly fight that one as well. Umpty even wrapping around. Teleport flank does come through.
Yeah, we'll see if they can actually chase him down. Umpty is here, but he's relatively low. Ackerman is the target for now. Umpty has to play this low. Core is just down already. Impact and a flash follow. There's the parry. Isn't enough for Snacker. Snacker is surviving. Snacker gets that stun off, and they're going to knock down Impact. That's not the Impact he wanted. The teleport comes in from Bertle. Umpty is in a lot of trouble as well. He's trying to get out of here. Jose is there to follow as it's Mirio. They get another shutdown as the Dragon spawns. Yes, sir, we'll take that too. Moving back. Mirio looking for this bot tower. Should be able to knock it down. They got the mid tower. The top one is incredibly low. It's more to cover APA than it is to threaten the Dragon, I think. Ash ult going to get ripped off there towards APA, but Core spotted in. That allowed APA to respond. Mirio in some trouble now. They're going to look for the hard engage onto him. Great CC there from Core into the seismic shove, and Mirio went a bridge too far. Feeling confident, gets knocked down by the Kaisa. 5 kills and 2 assists.
Very happy to get to their Dragon Soul point. Number 3 acquired. Oh, wait a second. As we push down, there might be an extra price to that play.
Yeah, we'll see. The GPLT is getting dropped. They're trying to knock down this tower, but it's taking them quite some time. AP getting very low, actually, to that cannon barrage. They're going to have to back it up. Maybe
6 grubs, baby.
We'll be able to finish it off. It just finally, you can see that there's a play over towards the top side, though, as they're trying to look to threaten Impact. TL do brute force that tower down, get some more gold in their pockets here. But kind of out of nowhere, Snacker is now 4-0 on the Ash. He was miles behind the Kaisa, and now has gotten right back into it. They're trying to focus the tower. Impact knows it, and he's going to have to run. Both 80 carries really are.
This is an incredibly intense game right now. Pretty good spot for IE.
Jose going to look. It's not actually interrupted there. And there's the Ash arrow to follow onto Umpty. Umpty's in a world of hurt now, but he's still surviving. And now Jan's into the backline. Everyone comes in. TL collapse like the Avengers, and IE get torn to shreds. Jose sent running into the jungle. Mirio has to run as well. Thankfully for IE, there's no objective to grab right off the back of it, but still, TL made that collapse happen so fast.
He's going to go, pops the Herald, going to go jump on in it as well for the ride out.
Wait,
he's riding in.
Okay, well.
The shield, and gets the pop. Doesn't even have to drive it away. Could just get that shield pop out the back. While TL are taking Otacon, though, so very difficult. And we'll see if TL can continue to try and play some good 1-3-1, spread the map, and utilize the distance that Jan can cover.
We'll see if they can actually punish that. Snacker has been positioning well, has only gone down the one time. Ackerman going very far forward, though, going to let the ulti rip here onto Umpty, but again, he is so damn tanky. They need to proc this stun. They can't do it just yet, and in comes the Weaver Wall. APA has arrived. Impact is there as well. He's on Jose, and Jose's in trouble. Can they turn it around? Snacker firing in the backline, trying to get up onto Umpty. Can they actually chase him down? Umpty has to flash to safety. APA throwing out those threaded volleys for safety. Impact expecting him to go Zonia's next just to be able to answer against the Vi. It's such a classic answer there. But we are going to see another little skirmish here. Jose getting caught out, and he's going to go back in with the ulti, but it's probably just to give a kill over, and that is trouble now because Impact's going to TP in. They are going to try to force this Baron. Ackerman trying to get that vision for his team. Snacker pushing up mid with Mirio, and Umpty is going to get a good denial. Knocks Bertle back to base. They're just trying to focus and burn this down. Can they actually make a play happen? Snacker's got to step up big, and he has to do it right now, but he can't even get close. Umpty trying to grab the scuttle on the way out, not going to be able to get it. Maybe stayed a little bit too long. There's a stun overrunning on. Killer instinct from him. Shield up from Core JJ on the side. Bertle flashing forward, trying to make it happen here, but it's a stasis for APA, and APA survives. A 1K shutdown does come through, though, and now it's the chase being on here from IE. TL overstayed their welcome. They grabbed the Baron, but they wanted the scuttle too, and they give over the kills for it.
That scuttle might have been who they know has no more summoners. Jan does use the ultimate to dodge back into the pit, but that's back into the pit, and Bertle flashes forward, gets in there so he can sacrifice.
Just pops that steadfast presence, keeps them safe. And APA had to use his teleport. This Dragon here spawning in a couple seconds. Both teams very healthy. Core the only one who really has taken much chunk. Impact trying to threaten a potential flank, but not sure if he's strong enough to do it.
No.
Oh, he's spotted. They're going to try to chase him down. Bertle lands the Q. He's slowed up. The counter-strike coming through. He's going to try to turn this around, but he is a man on a mission. They're just going to try to burn the Dragon. Can they actually kill it in time? They need to kill this, and they need to run right now. They pull off.
Creeping around.
They're looking for the hard engage. There's the Killer Instinct in on a Bertle. Bertle may be tanky, but he's not tanky enough. It's a shutdown going the other way. You get one on Jan. Jan gets one right back on you.
APA and Core.
I'm not sure if they're going to even be able to get there to respond. There comes the Ash Arrow. Umpty just trying to play bodyguard here and keep Jose away. But Jose's at the pit too, and he's going to steal it. Takes it away from Umpty. Dies for it, but how much more can they get? Umpty couldn't keep out of the pit, and now Ackerman comes in with Snacker. They want to try to chase. They want to take off these Baron buffs. Bertle on the side threatening, but Bertle may be in some trouble. In comes APA with the Weaver's Wall, and he's looking for Bertle, who's going to flash out to safety. Ackerman throws down the ulti just to get him out. Stay down, Mr. President. Keeping that GP safe is the name of the game. APA and Umpty trying to wrap around APA, trying to get the Weaver's Wall down, trying to get that seismic shove down. Is going to be able to land it. Miru trying to go aggressive. It's multiple members there, tearing them apart, and now Impact trying to flash in, gets this on two, and it's the seismic shove coming through from APA.
Off the fight, getting some big resources out here. First, the Bertle flash and the Braum ultimate critical for the ensuing team fight.
Yep, and then it was just all about this play here as they chase in that. And Jan's still trying to collect as much gold as he can to get his death cap. He's sitting on 22, almost 2,300, so he's very close to having it when he finds time to go back to base. Umpty takes a barrel, does not like how that tastes. Loses half health in 2 hits.
Yeah, TL, they had their sights set on Jose gets the pick onto Umpty, and the rewards are everything. Baron and Dragon Soul. Unless TL can force a fight.
They come in, they're going to look for Mirio. Remember, he has no flash, but they couldn't get in range. APA trying to get some damage over the wall, but it is secured. The TP comes in from Impact. Can they get anyone on the way out? Doesn't look like it. Baron, Soul, all from the pick on Umpty.
All right, they're going to head down mid. Bertle by himself. He does have flash if he sees the rest of the members pressuring.
Yeah, Core has no ulti as well. He used that trying to chase after Mirio. Couldn't actually get in range. And now Umpty respawns, and he may be going right back to the fountain. He gets hit by the Ash Arrow. Flashes over the wall, but only to die. It's Umpty dead again, just as he comes back from the grave.
And you can't try and base race versus Baron buff. They got to get back here. i.e. they're going to demolish this bottom turret, the inhibitor as well.
Yeah, and you can see that Bertle is actually chasing Jan. Jan can't get back to base. This is going to be very difficult. Jan is still running away, and now it's going to be a TP in here from Bertle. They're trying to end the game right here, right now. Can TL make the stand? Jose Diodo knocked down the first tower. Bertle arrives, and Jan is still basing. Impact going to go in, trying to find an angle to make something happen. In comes Jan with the killer instinct, trying to knock down Jose. Can't quite do it. Impact has to go into the stasis. Leap strike back to the main, trying to stay safe. And Core is going to send it right here, right now. Goes forward, can't make the play happen. Jan gets chunked out by Bertle there. Pushed back. Both Nexus towers have fallen. APA into the stasis, but it's APA zoned away from the rest of his team, and he's in so much trouble. Team Liquid had it for a while, but it's IE who stands strong. It's IE who get the towards it. So I was like, all right, well, he just obviously doesn't think it's strong, isn't going to go for it. But I think Shen has been solid for a long time. I do think it's a decent matchup into Camille. Obviously, you're going to get outscaled because they're just crash it and then look for another buy of his own.
Yeah, I like this control ward purchase as well, and putting that safety onto the bottom side, a brush for him, so you can kind of hover down there.
Ooh, this is kind of sneaky. Ackerman's going to be able to walk out of sight into that brush, and he finds a hook from Fog. That was beautifully done. The ignite should be enough. First blood going to be grabbed by Mirio as he snaps.
Fully pushed in to be able to do grubs. Otherwise, he just sucks at grubs.
APA then some trouble on the top side. There's the crash down onto Ackerman. The root comes through from Jan, and that's looking like that's going to be a kill. We'll see if he tries to even flash out. Not going to go for it. Umpty looking for Snacker. Can't really find anything on him. But that will make things a little bit difficult. Daisy's going to get popped. Core threatening on the side. He does have his flash, but no ignite. Jan and Umpty playing from that bot side. APA trying to get back with the team. There's a root there and a hook coming in. And now it's going to be Umpty potentially in trouble. Throws out the ulti, but it is just on Ackerman. And Mirio goes in the back line. It's going to be flashed out by Umpty. Nicely avoided by him, and the crash down comes through. Mirio's got a flash to run. He's trying to get out of there. The dragon getting very low. It's going to be a smite fight. Will this one go to Jose? It is not grabbed by Jose. Umpty ganks it, and now Ackerman may have just gone in to die. Mirio trying to run again. Core looking for the chase down. Can't quite find them, but Liquid get the kill, and they get the dragon.
Okay, fine. I will stand here. I will ult the Nautilus, and so we go frontline for frontline. Here it is. So Nautilus goes in. He gets the ult off on Nautilus, but wow, we go back to live, and Jan and Core.
Ackerman in us. Core is going to go in for the interrupt on the hook shot, and Bertle now in trouble. No flash, and we'll see if he has any way out. Uses that Camille passive to try to stay alive. Nice tack sweep, gets a little bit of a heal, but it's just really not going to matter. He's got no way to go. He does ult in, tries to make it happen, but he can't. Jan finally gets a kill. He's on the board. Life is good.
He's in top lane, so I guess it's their lane.
It's his lane. He claims it. And he's going to go in with the Shattering Strike. There's the crash down. There is the root. But a nice buffer on the hook shot should pull him out to safety. We'll see. Jan trying to chase after. Lets the ulti rip and knocks him down. The feathers fly. It's his lane.
It's his lane. You're right.
Yep.
You were correct first time.
Bertle was on your side. Bertle thought it was his lane too.
I apologize, Core JJ. That is your lane, buddy.
Like, Core JJ can't be in this bush. It's not his lane.
Well, every time you see Jan, you gotta be like, Core JJ's gotta be here, right?
You got a Core JJ in his pocket.
Yep. All right, tower goes.
Yeah, exactly.
He's great at trash talking for teammates as
he
well.
uses them as proxy, you know?
Definitely good at that. Okay.
Smart.
Bertle does have his teleport back, and Trinity Force, honestly, Trinity Force completed for him, so.
Yep.
It's a real teleport. He's coming in on that Raptor ward that they placed.
Oh, APA, great sidestep, though, is going to be able to be a swing and a miss. We'll see if Bertle can go over the wall. APA sectioned out. There's the hook shot in. There's the ulti. APA doesn't really have any way out. They avoid the ulti. They go back in. They knock APA down. They caught him moving out by himself, but it could be even more rewards as the Dragon is there on the table. Impact going to TP in from that top lane. Elected not to use the Shen ulti on that play. Maybe just saying, you know what, APA is dead. Let's not waste it.
Yeah, now let's see about the Dragon afterwards.
Yeah, going to be potentially coming over the wall. Impact just battling out with Bertle. Goes in, and there's Mirio getting in onto Yon. Yon not going to use the ulti because he doesn't have it from the top side. There's the Nautilus all coming through. There's the Jin shots coming through. Yon's in some trouble. The teleport now is going to be arriving here from APA. The Dragon getting low. Impact threatening on the side. It's going to be claimed there by Jose. Mirio and Bertle push out Impact. IE get the Dragon and walk away.
The revenge of Bertle. It was a domino effect, Azael. That one award that they got in Raptor Pit that we were talking about during the TL bottom lane success on top side when they kill him actually ends up being what he uses. Wait, Core JJ.
Core JJ very far out here. Does actually let the flash go, but he's not going to have any way out. Going to get chased down here by Snacker and Jose Diodo. They do claim a tower down on the bot side, but in those side lanes, eventually you're going to get outscaled, and Bertle is here chasing him down, hits him with the attack sweep. There's the slow. Jose going to look for the root. We'll see if he can find it. Is going to connect. Daisy comes out, and Impact likely to get chased down. Pops the parry, though. Is going to flash, trying to get back to the minions and back to the tower. Bertle going forward. Gets the shield there from the Ivern. Taunt backwards. Didn't actually connect, unfortunately, for him. And the hook shot going through. Bertle going to take another shot. Impact barely can't take him down. That missed taunt was the difference. Now APA on the side, threatening Snacker. Going to pop the ulti. That forces the flash from Snacker. Now he's going to let the Jin ulti rip, trying to take down Yon. Can't find the angle to get him. And APA battling against Mirio. Going to be able to sidestep. Nicely done on the Fate Sealed. Gets out alive. It's a battle across the map, but it's IE, the only ones to get a kill.
Yeah, they come out advantage. I mean, that was Rift Herald used mid by Team Liquid, but really it's Isurus Estral that are looking at the mid tower. They move up on the minion wave as Umpty tries to clear it out and does enough defense here. The side lane pick, though, very successful there. You mentioned it, not getting the taunt under the tower. Bertle's able to finish off top side because he has his ultimate. They're going for Otacon.
Oh, they're going to be able to kill this pretty quick. There's a blue buff on APA, and you shred these things as APA. Yon here as well. IE doesn't even know it, or they don't think they can respond to it, but they are going to be way too late to the play. That hurts. A couple good plays in a row, but then you give over a freebie like the Otacon. That is tough. And now there's an easy force over to Dragon if they can't find anything else. Bertle, though, pushed up here, going to be slowed down by the Rylai's. In comes the rest of TL. Bertle, though, able to easily hook shot back, and TL should just retreat. AP going to kind of try to keep going forward, but at least forces out that redemption.
And again, it's the beginning of these plays for TL that set themselves up for almost like win-win situations. They took over the jungle first, and Umpty's counter-jungling, so either, at the very least, you're going to get a little counter-jungling and you have your vision set up for the Dragon, but at the best was the scenario we saw where Bertle pushed up in the side lane, and then he's able to leave the counter-jungling, go attack Bertle, get the flash, push him out, and then they get the bigger reward of that Otacon, like you're talking about, and then turn that one again into another Dragon. So now Otacon buffs on. Let's see how far TL can push with it.
Yep, Core JJ getting a little bit of damage, but he needs to crash down defensively there as Bertle holding strong now in that 1v2. The reinforcements do arrive, and he's going to be able to clear this out. TL hasn't been able to get the most out of the Otacon. The nerfs have done their work, to be fair. You know, the 15-second respawn timer plus the additional gold that's given over now means people aren't just throwing their bodies recklessly in. You have to be more measured, and it does mean a team with strong wave clear can sometimes wait it out. But let's be honest, the wave clear is very dangerous here for IE. They have 2 melee champions and a Jin. It's not really the best to actually clear out all these waves, so we'll see if TL can push forward and try to really force the issue.
Meanwhile, Impact is pushing up, and he still has his ulti. So they've got Otacon buffs and a Shen shield that's going to come in. So there's like very, very little chance that Isurus Estral are going to take a fight or force anything there. They're just trying to focus on minion waves, clear it out, kind of bide their time during this buff and wait that out.
And you can see Mirio up on the top side, takes the blue buff, takes the Gromp, and now Bertle going to be threatened, stunned out of that hook shot, now into the ulti APA. He's just held on the miasma. No way out of this one, you have to think. Going to be knocked down. Nicely set up there, nicely timed by making a key play with APA to back him up, and now they're getting the turret damage down here. Mirio's trying to come back from that top side, was threatening Yon in mid lane, but this tower is just going down. They've got no wave clear. There's a hook forward. APA likely to go down. Does get Nautilus ulted. Burst down as well by Snacker. Just going to stay in, stand and fight. Does knock down the turret. He still has that Autogon GA trying to get the wave as they push up top.
That could be our tagline for this game as well.
Yeah, it has been true at all points. Bertle, though, going to be getting caught out by but we'll see if they can turn around because IE is coming in with extra members here. The reinforcements have arrived. But the miasma just says no. It's so difficult to fight through that corridor, but now the hook is going to land. Nice buffer on the ulti, and it goes for JJ. It's a melee. Everyone's stacked up and getting shredded down by Yon and APA. TL find the fight that they want. Bertle running. It's only the one kill, though, at the end of the day. It was looking so good for TL, but they just couldn't chase through and finish off any more than the 1-for-1.
Yeah, let's see about the tower afterwards. Looks like IE are going to be able to stick around with Iron Brush and defend it, and they even get a hook on Impact.
Impact's in a lot of trouble, does pop the parry zone, going to be able to taunt back towards Core JJ. We see Yon in mid lane, though, so TL now have to get out of here. You don't want to overstay your welcome. And give it be likely a play towards Dragon for TL, though. Ackerman over the wall. Jose just making sure they have vision on that Baron. Mirio up in top side, but it's going to be TL just grouping, pushing. They're not going to deal with the 1-3-1. They're saying you have to respond to us. We're the ones that had on objectives. We're the ones that had on gold. And they're not just going to give them that time to do whatever they want. Impact now will be going back to base. And he did use his first Shen ult to the fight in that previous one. So he's going to be back up towards top side. Yon, though, solos down the Dragon. And Impact still has TP. That is always the advantage. You've got that secondary global.
Yep. All right, let's see. Can they get the engage here? Because now face checking again. Umpty's going to scrap a little.
Yeah, Umpty's going to get hooked in. He's in trouble. Jin ult going to get popped. The teleports are coming in. Will Umpty be able to survive? Trying to retreat. There's the block. Mirio goes in with the ulti. Doesn't have enough damage to actually finish him off. Yon now, the target. Oh, the Jin ult snipes him down. They do get the first kill, but Yon's still standing strong, as is APA. And there's the root over on Mirio. He's going to flash out. And Core's turning on to Bertle. Bertle in trouble here. They can't get through to help him. Bertle's going to have to flash. Go try to answer that mid wave. Impact just straight up walks in, gets vision for Yon. Yon going to pop the ulti. Lets the feathers fly. Mirio trying to go on the side, but he can't actually find Yon. He's got to snap back to safety of that Baron, but the Baron's not looking too safe. It's thanks for the leash potentially here. Jose still has his smite, has his flash. Core going in with the engage. The Baron's getting incredibly low. Will he be able to get in the pit? Mirio goes in, he gets in the vision, and he goes Jose, and he steals it again. Back to back to back. Don't mess with Jose at the Baron. Exactly. Crosses you over, you fall, and then he uses a trampoline to dunk.
Oh, man.
That's rough for Impact, though, going to get rooted up and could be in some trouble of his own. Pops the parry zone. Bertle on the side, going to get spotted by APA, and Bertle is sectioned off from the rest of the team, but he's going to use the hookshot, try to get safety, but he can't get anywhere. Core JJ is collapsing in, and Bertle gave over a freebie, and now Jin out to the side. Impact could threaten to come around and try to look for him. This is Cloud Soul on the table. That was really rough from Bertle. It's a massive play from Jose, but then Bertle just gives over a freebie and allows TL to take Soul and get pushed bot where there is no tower to defend the inhibitor.
Exactly. Exposed inhibitor here, so they run straight for it. Take that blue buff on the way. This stage in the game, that thing goes to everybody. All right, Iron Brush are up. The defenses are here, but honestly, with Bertle being down, you can't overcommit to this. It's just one inhibitor. Don't risk too much.
Yeah, still, that Baron's still so massive because their wave clear is terrible. So if you have to face that Baron buff, it's probably just GG. TL staying around, though, want to try to see if they can threaten for more. Impact is pushing in the wave mid, so they're trying to buy time for that core. Looking to threaten here on Ackerman. Are they going to be able to knock down the Nautilus? There's the crash down, gets interrupted. There's Yon, though, getting ulted as well by the Nautilus. Mirio trying to come in from the side, going to have to snap back as Bertle does respawn, but they lose the Nautilus. This tower going down. Impact barely doesn't catch Snacker there with the taunt. He's taking a lot of damage. There's the flash forward. There's the petrifying gaze from APA. He locks him in place and shuts down Snacker, and that could just be what TL needs to put the finishing touches on this one. They're going for the base. Mirio's got to make it happen. He goes for the soul inbound. He can't actually get him. He gets locked down by the miasma. Yon has gone godlike, and you can say that again. This man will not lose. 8-0-4 on the Yon. He is killing it here in the LTA South, and Team Liquid are going to put the finishing touches on this series. It was a battle back and forth between the two teams, but at the end of the day, it's Team Liquid taking down